Hey there. Hey. Kind of surprised, aren't ya? July 3rd, or the 3rd of July, 2015. Dwayne S. Pierce Show live. How you doing? How you doing? You kind of surprised that I'm live? Huh? Yeah. Holy crap. Lots of things going on. Go to American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook, if you would, please. How are ya? You can go to if you're not already there, AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Check things out there if you'd like. If you want to email me, you can. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com. The first picture there, Demnautswitz or something, represent.us, volunteer, Baltimore, Maryland. No matter what your political belief, everyone is affected by corporate money and special interest. If you think something is wrong, you should be asking, where is the money coming from? Follow the money, connect the dots. That's what you need to do. Unfortunately, people don't care. Except the people that want America back. Well, the U.S. specifically. America is like, well, it's the short version of North America, which is Canada, America, Mexico, and the U.S. And hey, wait a minute, hold on. We're already that way, aren't we? It's called the North American Union because President Obama signed the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Yeah. So where do we go from there, folks? Where do we go from there? You know? Anywho, American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. Rothschilds own the entire media or control it. Chair various boards and head media offices. There used to be 88 media companies in the world, or, in the U.S., now there's only 6. Kind of tells you what happened to them, huh? Okay. Jeez. Lots of stuff going on. Americans may be locked up in FEMA concentration camps, admits Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. Yeah, he knows. He knows what's going on. Authorities make terrifying border discovery near reported ISIS location. A couple of months ago, I guess, Joe Biggs at Infowars.com went down with a cameraman over the Mexican border and saw a huge facility down there. They didn't know what it was, but they looked and researched and found out and got closer and found out it was a training camp for ISIS. Yeah. Tell me again that we're not surrounded by the enemy. Yeah. Have you seen the map where ISIS is in the U.S.? Yeah. Lock and load, folks. You better get your affairs in order and get your mind right. Get your heart right because, yep, strap yourself in. You're in for a bumpy ride. Hey, it's the 5 after mark, or coming up on it, and I am going to take a little break. So, I'll be back, of course. Go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com, AmericanLibertyRadio.com. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com is the email address. Let me know what you think. I want to know. Please. Thank you. What you think. Anyway, talk to you in a bit. Don't go away. I'll be back. The reality underneath the honesty. Listen to Brian Lang over at Live Truth Radio. Go to livetruthradio.com for more information. What we see is not reality. It is distorted reality. Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker on Facebook. the only choice for all your independent hits on the internet. Radio Rock 92.6 The Blitz. Go to RadioRockTheBlitz.blogspot.com. Are you a voice actor? Would you like to perform on radio plays? Send your audition clips to Eastland Radio Theater. Scripts are available. Send your information to Eastland Radio Theater at USA.com. The following program is filled with truth and facts. This program may not be suitable for the liberal-minded. Hey, folks, welcome to Wayne Esper Show Live. You're surprised I'm live? I'm not. There you go. It's Friday, the 3rd of July, 2015. Yes, I'm kind of lighthearted today because, tomorrow was supposed to be Independence Day. Well, technically on the calendar it is, but, we've pretty much given that up. Before the break, I asked you if you've seen the map of the ISIS camps in the U.S. Well, if you haven't, it's on American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. Map shows 22 terror camps inside U.S. that could be used to launch July 4th attacks. Yeah, they've, the boy who cried wolf. Remember that? Yeah, just think about it. But stay on guard. Keep your eyes open. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. While families across America are making plans to have some fun and relax this 4th of July weekend, law enforcement everywhere have been put on high alert by the FBI due to the possibility of a terror attack by Islamic extremists. Possibility. They did that with the New York... the Brooklyn Bridge. They did that with the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. They did that with a couple of places in near Chicago, also, in Washington, D.C. This is all within the last, 4 or 5 years. And I remember hearing the stories about it and reading them on my show. And the thing is I knew then it was like the boy who cried wolf. Okay? Like, if you say it so much, it's either people are going to believe it or people are going to go, that's bullcrap. You know what I mean? So which one is it? We don't know. But with everything ramping up with Jade Helm 15, with Walmart stores in the South being closed for quote-unquote plumbing problems, people going into these places, these empty Walmarts, and showing exactly what's going on, and somebody leaked a video. Somebody walked into one of these places. Didn't just sneak around. They walked right in the front door. And it looks like an in-processing center. Okay? I'm not kidding you. It's up on YouTube. You really have to pay attention to what's going on. And if you don't, well, hey, have a nice weekend. In July 2014, the FBI reported 22 confirmed jihad training camps spread out from coast to coast in America where Islamic terrorists have been recruiting and training new soldiers to wage jihad. The camps were reported to have belonged to Jamaat ul Fuqra, a Pakistani Muslim Brotherhood, an Al-Qaeda related branch. Well, first of all, let me say this, folks. If you follow the money and you connect the dots, I've done this. I followed the money, just looking at different stories and piecing it together and going, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. British intelligence, Middle East intelligence, U.S. intelligence, the FBI, the CIA, they've all created this terror group. Goes back to the 1970s under President Jimmy Carter. And later, here, let me give you a name. Mujahideen. Go look that one up. We created that. Our intelligence department created that. The military-industrial complex worked with them. Created it. I remember it. Okay? 1978-79, right before Reagan got elected president in 1980. I remember looking at this stuff. I kept wondering, who the hell is Mujahideen? It was claimed to be a terror group. And it's kind of convenient that the CIA would know about this. There's intelligence reports saying, yeah, fill in the blanks, folks. Okay. There you go. Continuing, the camps, the locations of which appear on the map below, there's a map there, were not a new discovery. Only 19 jihad training camps were confirmed in America as early as 2012. In order to be accepted to live in these camps, Muslims had to pledge support to a radical Pakistani cleric. We're supposed to be allies with Pakistan. Okay? We're allies. Now, if you overlay this idea of terror groups and you overlay that with our allies, you see a picture that's being drawn here, folks? And look at the strategic areas where these so-called allies are. You ever played chess? Yeah. That's exactly what it is, a worldwide chess game. The picture is there, Islamic terrorist network in America. California, Washington, Oregon, Arizona, Colorado, Texas, Oklahoma. Yeah. Missouri, Roanoke, Virginia. Yeah. Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, New York. Yeah, they found one in upstate New York a couple of years ago. I don't see our military coming home and wiping these people out, do you? No, we have to do it. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there, folks. Just laying it out there for you. American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. Yes. Breaking from conservativetribune.com. This was posted, let me get a date. Doesn't show one, but that's okay. I put it up yesterday. Authorities make terrifying border discovery near reported ISIS location. Earlier this week, police officials in the Mexican city of Ciudad Juarez found 2 car bombs inside a red Volkswagen. The bombs were reportedly packed with ammonium nitrate, a fertilizer compound that can be used to trigger devastating explosions. The Murrah building in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Authorities were apparently able to disarm the bombs before they detonated. 3 Mexican teenagers, 19-year-old Jesus David Aguilera Molina, 17-year-old Carlos Jesus, and 19-year-old Daniel Aguilera Juarez were subsequently arrested for placing the bombs. How much you want to make a bet they were paid by somebody else? Remember? Fast and Furious? Not the movie, folks. The operation through the Department of Justice through the former Attorney General. Or current Attorney General, because he hasn't been out. Nobody's kicked him out yet, I don't think. Officials were concerned, however, because Ciudad Juarez was the same city where an Islamic State group base was reported to have been located in April. Yeah, they're not going to give you the credit on who got the word for that. Infowars.com. Joe Biggs and his cameraman went down there and found it. What made the threat even more severe was the fact that Ciudad Juarez lies just 8 miles from the Texan city of El Paso and the Fort Bliss military base. Furthermore, in May, the Islamic State group published an op-ed in its propaganda magazine, Debig, I don't know, whatever, in which it mentioned smuggling, quote, a few thousand tons of ammonium nitrate, unquote, explosives and bombs into the United States. Interesting little tidbit of information there, huh? Folks, I'm going to say this. And if you disagree, let me know. Email me. We the people have to stand up. Well, as Brian Lang over at LifeTruthRadio.com says, stand up, speak out, get involved. I'm going to add one more thing. Lock and load. Nobody likes to even think about that. Nobody even likes to think about what could happen as a result of that. But do you think the people in 1774, 1775, and 76 even thought about what would happen? No, they put their life and properties and everything else on the line to separate themselves from a tyrannical government called the British Empire. 3% of the people of that time. What was the population in the 13 colonies back then? It wasn't called the United States. It was British colonies. And they were still under the rule of King George. We separated, though our ancestors separated from them because of the tyrannical things they were doing. So, what are we waiting for, folks? You know, I keep hearing, well, you know, the president's going to be impeached. There's impeachment proceedings, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't see it. I don't see Trey Gowdy talking to the provost marshal of the United States of America and walking into the Oval Office and arresting that bastard's ass right there. Well, I'd be taking cameras in there live on TV right now. I don't see him doing that. You know why? Because it's not sensational enough. And I hate to say it, but I think it's true in some cases. There's not enough in the body count. Because if your network cable news, bought off by a whole bunch of Rothschild entities, can't get enough blood and guts on the TV, it ain't going to get high ratings. That's just the way it is. And they know this. They understand this. They have psychologists going in there, or not even psychologists. They have people going in there telling them, this is how you have to operate your news to get the ratings, to get this, to get that. They do. It's all on record. Go look it up. Hey, it's 20 after, or close. Take a break. What? Yeah. Take a break. I'm gonna go away. Be right back. Don't fret. There's more to come. AmericanLibertyRadio.com is the website. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com is the email address. Please email me. I want to know what the heck you're thinking. AmericanLibertyRadio@USA.com.
From behind enemy lines in FEMA Region 9, this is the American Liberty Radio Network.
Listen to the best indie rock on the internet. Radio Rock 92.6 The Blitz. Go to radiorocktheblitz.blogspot.com.
Eastland Radio Repertory Theater is looking for you. Do you like old-time radio shows? Do you do voiceovers and want to hone your abilities? Have you ever wanted to try your hand at voice acting? Well, you are in luck because Eastland Radio Repertory Theater is casting voice characters for a play currently in pre-production. For more information, contact Eastland Radio Repertory Theater at eastlandradiotheater@usa.com or simply go to their website at eastlandradiotheater.weebly.com.
The reality underneath the honesty. Live Truth Radio. Live Truth Radio with your host, Brian Lang. LiveTruthRadio.com. Hey, how you doing? I'm back. This is Dwayne S. Pierce Show live. Yes, it's not a podcast. It's live. Yeah, let's see. I'm just doing two things here at once, folks, so bear with me. Don't, yeah, I need like 4 more arms, seriously. Anyway. So how you doing on this 3rd of July, 2015? Cool. American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. If you would, please. Thank you very much. Go like the page, man. Like the page, share it, share this show. Go to Spreaker.com, look for American Liberty Radio Network. That would be me. And you can listen to the show there, listen to the archive shows there. Better yet, you can also go to AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Check out the podcast there as well. Go to the ALR audio blogs. I have like 15 minutes to 30-minute audio blogs that I, just stuff off the top of my head, man. So anyway, yeah. WorldTruth.tv. Americans may be locked up in FEMA concentration camps, admits Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. Yeah, there's a map there, folks. Might want to check out what's in your area. Americans may be locked up in FEMA concentration camps, according to Scalia. Mark Dice believes that Christians, gun owners, veterans, Tea Partiers, homeschoolers, etc. are the targets in the New World Order. There's a video there. It's 15 minutes and 13 seconds long. You might want to check that out. I'm going to put the video itself on American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook, and I really encourage you to check it out. I believe I've seen this one. It looks familiar. And lots of just holy crap. Yeah. What can I say, folks? I mean, there's so much going on that, as I said before, it just seems like it changes every 5 minutes. It does. Seems like it changes every 5 minutes. So here we are in a country that, I'm going to say it, used to be the most powerful country in the world. And because of nuclear proliferation, nuclear weapons proliferations, all that, and the discussions we've had with all these industrial countries and Russia and China and blah-de-blah-de-blah, our military strength has been weakened over 60% at least. And that's incorporating the fact that we, get all these new bodies in the military, and then we send them off overseas in pointless wars that we seem to enjoy having. You and I don't enjoy seeing people over there, our own people. No, but the corporations that own the military, why do you think they call it the military industrial complex? They like sending your family over there. Okay? So, think about it. We need the military here. And since they're not, guess what? We, the people, have to take care of our own country. And, as you have seen, there's factions. Yes, there's people that think that this suit in the White and this puppet in the White House in the suit at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is doing just fine. Yeah, those people are complete idiots. They've been told so many different lies that they're beginning to believe their own hype. Not all of them. So, not all of them. The woman, back in 2008, you heard that one woman, and I play it on here every once in a while, saying, oh, he's going to, take care of me, or, I don't have to worry about car payments or house payments or anything like you're going to get crap for free. You're out of your freaking mind. I think InfoWars or somebody tracked down that woman, and literally she said he lied. And what about the Obama phone lady? She was on InfoWars on Alex Jones' show. I saw it on the video, and she was not happy with what this president was doing. Oh, and by the way, both the women were black. Not that that would matter, but just thought I'd point out that little tidbit. So you see what's happening? No one knows what's right or wrong anymore, because we've been believing the lies so long that we interpret them to be the truth, because those people telling us the lies are telling us this is the truth. Really? When someone like me who can think for themselves can dig throughout all this information and go, God, they're full of crap. But somebody else is going to come along and say, no, they're not full of crap. Makes me want to pull out what hair I got left. But anyway, like this Confederate flag flap that's going on right now. Okay? Shut the hell up. That's my solution. Live and let live. Let everybody just do whatever it is they need to do. Just shut the hell up. Do you know why? Because it's a distraction. With this flag situation going on, with the gay marriage being, recognized in all 50 states now, blah, blah. That's all a distraction, folks. At the same time that was going on, guess what was happening behind the door that you weren't invited to go through? Trans-Pacific Partnership was signed into law, giving multinational corporations the right to sue us and to tell us how to do our jobs. That's a general statement, but specifically it's what can you do, what can't you do, I've got religious rights that, and I know that, it's all out the door now. Your companies that are owned by probably multinational companies now can tell you what to do, when to do it, why to do it, how to do it, and if you don't do it, they're going to fire your ass. Got it? You don't have rights anymore. They're gone. See, I told you a couple of years ago you should have stuck up for yourself, but guess what? No. You got to shove the Constitution into the face of your employer, because that's what he has to stand on. And if he doesn't, he's in violation. And you have a right to sue. But not now, because the Trans-Pacific Partnership done threw the Constitution out the door. Oh, God. Folks, I don't know. I have no idea. I go to break. It's bottom of the hour. Couple more segments coming up. Short segment coming up. I'll be right back. Don't go away. AmericanLibertyRadio.com. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. I'll be back right after this.
adventure.
Yeah.
From the directorial debut of Brian James Griffo, two brothers faced with a rare genetic disease that causes blindness decide to take a journey of a lifetime and answer the question, what would you see if you knew you were going to go blind?
It honestly makes me feel so small, like whatever problems I have are nothing.
What would you do?
You're supposed to smell it first.
Who would you meet?
This is an opportunity for us to connect with people.
Oh, I can see you.
In a groundbreaking documentary that cuts to the heart of what it means to be a brother.
It blows my mind that 100 years ago, this is how people would have done this trip that we're doing. Yep.
And gain a world of vision while losing eyesight. Come along to be inspired and reminded of the very meaning of life through a 12,000-mile road trip. Driving Blind. Coming soon.
Coming to America.
Hey, this is Frank Hannon. I want to tell you about an exciting brand new rock and roll album coming out this year by guitarist Greg Golden. Greg Golden's new album is some old school sounding rock and roll music that's sure to be a classic, featuring some killer songs, blazing guitar solos, and awesome lead vocals by Jeff Sandoval and Randy Scholes from Montrose. Take a listen to some of these songs on this album.
Old school rock and roll, got the music in my soul. Old school rock and roll, everybody gonna lose control. Maybe crazy, but I ain't no fool. I live my life by the golden rule from the old school. Yeah, of rock and roll. Woo!
Won't see it coming, but it's coming fast. That girl just does what she please, like a bad winner, baby. Cool on in and take you down. A bad winner, baby. No safe haven where she's found. Turn on the radio. Just time to make the show. Get on your dancing shoes. They're getting rave reviews. No other place to go. We're going back to Reno. Burning hearts, tears, and flames in the rain. Burning hearts, tears, and flames in the rain.
Be sure to check out the new Greg Golden album coming out on Red Hawk Records this year. www.greggoldenband.com.
We all live in a police state. We must accept that now. What we must do is to challenge every law or ordinance or policy on a local level. We must completely defy all orders that are unconstitutional and unlawful. We must peacefully engage in civil disobedience.
It is our right, our duty, to disobey unconstitutional laws and tyrannical philosophies. We must stand up and defend the basic principles of freedom and liberty.
The nation is falling apart and people are being distracted. We must adhere to the spirit of the words of the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights.
Hey, howdy, howdy, howdy. The Wayne Esper Show live right here on the 3rd of July, 2015. How y'all doing? Yeah. Oh, geez. What can I say? American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. Yes, please go there. Thank you very much. Yeah, from sonsoflibertymedia.com. Hey, let's go here, shall we? This is a short segment. I'll get through this in a few seconds. Bradley Dean. Outraged mothers. As soon as the freaking ads stop popping up. Outraged mothers exposes exposes schools attempt to proselytize third graders for Islam. Tim Brown wrote this for sonsoflibertymedia.com. We've covered many stories about the infiltration of Islam into the government-run public indoctrination centers in the United States. We've seen how Islam has been taught in the heartland of America, as well as seeing Muslim Brotherhood front groups call for and get Islamic prayer and permission to be excused from class for Islamic prayers. At least one Michigan mother took to Facebook to voice her outrage at 10th grade assignment that promoted Islam to third graders. Jeanette Hall's Facebook post said that Jenison High School gave an assignment to 10th graders to create a pamphlet that would be used to, quote, introduce Islam to third graders, unquote. A couple of days later, she made it clear that her daughter and fellow classmates were to create a pamphlet about Islam that, though the pamphlet, I would say there's some words cut off there. Let's just say this mother was pissed. There's a picture of it right there. Introducing Islam. Yeah. I would be pissed too. I really, really would. Jeanette Hall wrote in October of last year. This was, let me go here. This was posted October 10th, 2014. This is last year. I'm going to give you dates and times, folks. Cedar Springs, Michigan. Jeanette Hall wrote, concerning my post about Islam assignment given to my daughter, it was an assignment given to my 10th grade daughter in her world history class. The assignment was to make a pamphlet geared toward a third grade audience. They did not actually hand them out to third graders. This assignment upset me because they were presenting Allah as the same God as of the Christians and Jews. This paper, in my opinion, is promoting Islam by describing Allah's names as beautiful. To me, this is not simply factual like it should be. I have a meeting on Tuesday with the principal of Jenison High School to discuss my concerns. Okay? Here's the facts, folks. You've heard the phrase, Islam is the religion of peace? Nope. Nope. Definitely not. Definitely not. And if you say it is, you're an idiot. Okay? That's just the way it is. The radicalness of that religion is not peaceful. I can tell you that much. And, well, I'll be back.
Eastland Radio Repertory Theater is looking for you. Do you like old-time radio shows? Do you do voiceovers and want to hone your abilities? Have you ever wanted to try your hand at voice acting? Well, you are in luck because Eastland Radio Repertory Theater is casting voice characters for a play currently in pre-production. For more information, contact Eastland Radio Repertory Theater at eastlandradiotheater@usa.com or simply go to their website at eastlandradiotheater.weebly.com.
The reality underneath the honesty. Live Truth Radio. Live Truth Radio with your host, Brian Lang. LiveTruthRadio.com. Hey, folks, how you doing? There we go. Turn down some volumes before they blow me out of the chair here. How you doing? 3rd of July, 2015. AmericanLibertyRadio.com. American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. You parents should be absolutely 100% and utterly pissed at your school. At the school your kids go to, or if you go to college. I mean, think about it. Think about it for a minute, folks. You send your kids to school to get an education, not to be indoctrinated. This is why I call them the governmental indoctrination institutes, because that's exactly what they are on all levels. Okay? I remember years ago when I was a kid, you know, and my mom says, you can grow up to be anything you want, even president of the United States. I mean, even at a young age, I was thinking to myself, why the hell do I want to do that? Yeah, I can be anything I want. Of course. The question is, are other people going to see you as that? In other words, are they going to have the same vision? They're going to have the same understanding? That goes into the fact that when you are old enough to vote, you are so indoctrinated with this pablum, if you will, of political pundits that you look around and go, who do I vote for? And generally, you're going to vote for the one that sounds good. Oh, he's making the right, you know, he's saying all the right things that I want to hear, and yeah, exactly. I've heard people tell me that. He was saying everything right. He was telling, you know, what he was going to do, and you ate it up. Yeah. You sat there at the dinner table of propaganda, and you gorged yourself on that, and now you're sitting back fat and happy. What the hell is wrong with you people? Yeah, I'm talking to the people of the United States of America. Hey, you know, I got caught up in the hype too. I did not register to vote until I was 29 years old. Why? Nobody back then was worth it. And I knew it. But because everyone around me was telling me, well, you got to register to vote, your votes count, blah, 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 blah. And then that's when my first thought came in, do they really count? My next thought in that in that intellectual intercourse was, do they really count? And guess what I found out? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Your votes don't count one bit at all. Ever. It's all made up and the points don't count. I mean, it's, you can see it. It's right there. You can freaking see it. It's right there. When you listen to your news programs and they say, well, in this precinct, this percentage of people are voting for this and this person, and you can see it. And when you add that up, do you think 300 million people, or let's just say voting age, probably 200 million, maybe 180 million, do you think even half of them voted? I know I'm not voting this year or this next go around. I'm not. Now, on a local level, I still think that there are ways that the general public can move the hands of the politicians to do what needs to be done to straighten things out. I believe that. But I also think that the higher-ups in the corporations that own their asses also know this. So they needed to bring in the big guns in the local areas called the United Nations. Agenda 21, Sustainable Development. I've seen YouTube videos and other videos where people in city councils were saying, we're going forward to tell the city council, no, you're not going to do this because that falls under the UN Agenda 21 Sustainable Development Plan, and we don't want that in this city. Okay? And then I remember seeing the replies from city council members saying, well, that's not really true. This is, and people in the general public, in the chambers, in this, council meetings open to the public, we're yelling and screaming, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. I remember seeing that. You can go to YouTube and find these videos. Okay? So what's my point? My point is you got to be not being, the time of being proactive is over. Now it's time to be active. Now it's time to be on the defense, not be on the fence. You have to be in defense of your nation, of your city, of your state, of your county, of your neighbors, of your co-workers, of your families. So what are you going to do? Going to sit on your thumbs and spin around? And don't believe the media, man. The state-run media, that's what I call them, because I don't even recognize them as true journalists anymore. Nope. From, I don't know why it's on this one, but I guess it's easy to find, luckinlove.com/Roth Media. It's on the American Liberty Radio Network Facebook page. There were 88 media companies. Now there's 6. These are the 6 media companies that exist today. There used to be 88. These 6 all get their news from Reuters and the Associated Press. Reuters owns the Associated Press, and Rothschilds owns Reuters. That means a gazillionaire controls everything you will read or see on TV. You can be programmed by this guy. Everything you believe, do, feel, want to buy, and want to tolerate is programmed into you. You are a mushroom. You live in the dark, and you're fed nothing but, you know what. Television holdings. NBC includes 13 stations, 28% of the U.S. households. NBC News Network, The Today Show, Nightly News with Tom Brokaw, not anymore. Meet the Press, Dateline NBC, NBC News at Sunrise, CNBC, Business Television, MSNBC, 24-hour cable and internet news service owned by NBC and Microsoft, not anymore. I think Microsoft pulled out. Court TV, owned by Time Warner. I don't think so. I don't know. Check that one out. Bravo Channel, 50%. A&E, 25%. And History Channel, 25%. I can go down the line here, folks. Westinghouse, CBS Incorporated, Viacom International Incorporated, Time Warner, TBS, AOL, News Corporation, Fox News. Shall I go on? You can find that on American Liberty Radio Network on Facebook. Go check that out, folks. Because I'm going to tell you right now, not one damn thing they say on the news is truthful. Here, do an experiment, because I've done this. Do an experiment, and at a certain time when the news is on in your area, like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever it is, watch that news, and then go watch the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock news on another station. And then in the morning, because usually it's a 24-hour period before, certain news cycles either start or end. So in the morning, go watch another network, a third network, whatever. And listen very carefully. They're reciting everything they tell you off of the same script. Variations in the way they present it, variations in the wording, but if you listen to the keywords and you watch how they read these off the teleprompters, you're going to know it's the same freaking script. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Let me give you a little tidbit about journalism. I took journalism in school, by the way. Let me get a little tidbit. On the day that Kennedy was assassinated, November 22nd, 1963, I was a year and 4 months old. You can probably guess my age. I saw a video. I didn't see the original, but later on when I was doing my research, I saw this video. Walter Cronkite was in the newsroom, not, on the desk in front of the camera. He was in the newsroom. People behind him going around. And he literally was talking about how all of it happened. And he was giving specifics as to literally where the rifle was that the police found, where Oswald was, everything. He was giving detail after detail after detail in his news report. They went to break. They came back. It was another news guy. It wasn't Walter Cronkite. It was someone completely different. So, I put a giant question mark in my mind when I saw that during my research. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. Same thing they did with the moon, shot. People are saying it's a hoax, and other people are experts coming out saying we couldn't have got through the Van Allen belt and blah-de-blah-de-blah. I don't know. I just know that when I was 7 years old, or whatever it was, 6 or 7, and I saw them fire off that rocket and go to the moon, I was a kid. What did I know? What did I know? I don't know. Did we? Did we not? I don't know. I do know one thing. 9/11 was an inside job. Took 8 years for them to finally perfect it, to get the script written, to get the people and all the players in that global theater together to make it happen. Yeah, it took 8 years. From 1993, when there was a truck bombing in the World Trade Center, in the parking garage down below. Remember that? That was all set up by the FBI. They got this, well, I'm going to say he was a patsy. I don't remember his name. But they said, here, we're going to give you fake stuff. We're going to, fake detonator, fake stuff, fake C4, all that. On the day that he was supposed to go do it, they gave him the real stuff. It's all set up. It's all on record. Go look at it. It's all there. Whistleblowers have come out and said that's what happened. And so did the guy that was actually perpetrating the bombing. He came out and said, yeah, the FBI set me up. So when that one went off in 93, they had another one go off to find out really a test again. And what was it? In the Murrah building in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And then 2001, boom, happened. And why did Dick Cheney tell the military to stand down just shortly before it happened? And why was there a drill going on at the same time? Huh. Interesting. Don't you think? Anyway, I don't know, folks. Hey, I'm glad you're listening to the show. Pass it on to somebody else, if you would. You can download it, do whatever. Hey, you're going to rip it up and tear it apart and tell me I'm full of crap, then you know what? All I can say is prove yourself right. And if you can't, then shut the hell up. Yes. I know this stuff from research. I see stuff. I've been doing this since Carter was president, okay? So I know what goes on. Reagan, yeah, he was a full-blown liberal Democrat before he turned Republican because he knew he wasn't going to get the presidency if he didn't. Plus, he was a self-avowed socialist. And witnesses and his friends in Hollywood knew this. Okay? So, anyway. What else? Oh, AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Check it out. If you want to support the network, you can. Email me and ask me how. We'll work something out. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. Go check out a few people that I know. Mr. Brian Lang over at LiveTruthRadio.com. Check out his show. Click Listen Live. And also go check out Mr. Tom Slick over at Radio Rock 92.6 The Blitz. You can always check him out. All the indie hits from around the world that you can ever listen to right there at Radio Rock 92.6 The Blitz at RadioRockTheBlitz.blogspot.com. And go check out Distorted Reality with Nick Tucker on Facebook. Yeah. And also Robert Bruce over at TruthFrequencyRadio.com with Waking Up the Masses. You can also go to WakingUpTheMasses.com as well. So there you go. Questions, comments, concerns, even if you disagree with me, burden of proof is on you. Hey, I got to do it too. I got to find out this stuff too, So I got to vet the information I get. So there you go. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. American Liberty Radio at USA.com. And, hey, if you want to tell me I'm full of crap, you can do that too. So it doesn't matter. AmericanLibertyRadio.com is the web address. American Liberty Radio Network is the Facebook page that you want to go check out. In the meantime, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I got stuff to do today and all weekend. So happy 4th. It is the Independence Day of America as we knew it. So there we go. And I will talk to you folks next week. And got some more news coming up about the network. Hey, stick around. You'll hear it. In the meantime, folks, remember this. Liberty is the road, and freedom is the goal. I'll be back next week. Don't go away. Don't run away. Because this is the Wayne S. Pierce Show. Live and the podcast. AmericanLibertyRadio.com. Talk to you folks later.